All right, first time, nighttime with Bozzy. We hadn't been able to do our podcast lately. We've been working on getting a lot of things straightened out at the screen printing business. We're about to get back going on the podcast soon. But I figured in the meantime, why not have a little nighttime with Bozzy and I just talk about what I really want to talk about. And there's a few things I've been thinking about. And it's like, what do people want to hear? Who do I want to talk to? Or who are the people I want to listen? And I just like, a lot of these younger guys coming up in this world, they need some insight. Like I always said, they need to have a class in school about teaching you how to find a woman. And I don't know, I might make some people mad, whatever. But it's an important, very important step in life is finding that right partner. And it takes, it's probably one of the hardest things in the world to do. Because it takes two. And it takes somebody to be your best friend and understand if you're working hard at something, that they'll support you. And I just feel like that's a very important message to all my boys out there growing up. And it kind of came too because I'm with my buddy Austin, who's 31 years old, not married, no kids, and we just been talking. I come down here to Madison and go to the print shop in Canton, so I'm getting to be with Austin, 2, 3, 4 days a week. So we chit-chatting and talking about women. I'm trying to give him my best insights I can give him, because he's working his tail off at 31. He's trying to run a screen printing place, trying to manage people. He's an unbelievable artist. He can make any graphic design in this world. I'm telling you, he's one of the best. And so I'm trying to coach him the correct way, And then, like most men will say, don't get married. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I don't want to be that way towards him. I want to tell him, if you find that right one and she is your best friend and supports you, what you're doing, and yes, you got to be there for her, no doubt. But if you're working your ass off for your family to make that money, she's got to understand that. And there's nothing wrong with a woman that is a stay-at-home mom. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I promise you, I wouldn't want that job if they paid me $10 million a year. I wouldn't want it. So it's a hard job, but you got to do your job. And just like the husband's got to do his job. I don't want no feminists coming at me all, like I'm downgrading women. I ain't downgrading women. I love women. And without y'all, we couldn't survive. So don't even come at me with no feminist stuff. But it takes two, and it takes a woman that gets what you're doing and supports you. That's it. You're going to fight. You're always going to fight. You're going to fight no matter what. Fighting is just part of it. But it's just, I fight with my best friends. But I know it's just, we get past it and move on. We know it's just a little bickering and get it out. I've learned so much at 40 years old. And you might not think, yeah, Bozzy plays. But I'm always trying to work. I just work different than most. Bottom line. But it's still work. I promise you. But you can't put me behind no desk from 8 to 5. Ain't no way. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And it ain't, look, y'all look at Dave Portnoy, and I'm sitting here. Of course, I guess, I don't idolize him, but he's a genius. He's a genius and figured this out way before anybody. And now he can do whatever he wants and he can't mess up. He can't mess up. But it's real. It's the new age. It's 2024. For everybody that don't know it, it's 2024, and you can do a lot on your own. The technology is crazy. Yes, social media has so much bad stuff. So much bad stuff. I get it. But it's a lot of good stuff too. And everything has something bad, but you got to pick the good out of it and know that there's always bad. Always. I mean, there's a heaven, hell. Prime example. Right there. You choose what you want to do, and you choose if it's good or bad. So, pick the good out of the social media, and it's the new age thing. I promise you, I was in a restaurant the other night. There was a table full of about 75-year-old men, and I was listening. I got a bad problem of listening to other people, and I was just sitting there listening, and I can zone out. Austin was with me. He's like, dude, I was just talking to you, and you can zone out better than anybody. But I was listening to other people, and those 75-year-old men were talking about social media and what they had seen and what they had done. 75 years old, and they're over talking about social media, how this guy's done this and this guy's done that. So, it's the new age. Actually, when we went to Tico's, before we went to Shapley's, and I'm going to do a Tico's review. I couldn't do it with that one because I ordered a porterhouse. I was fresh off my colonoscopy, and I hadn't eaten in 2.5 days, and I said I want the biggest porterhouse they got. I mean, I got to stay above 245 to be the greatest 245-pound 5'8" golfer. You can be, it's like, here's the phrase, 5'8" is the tallest, okay? 245 is the smallest. There's your phrase. Find somebody out there that's better than me. If I was 5'8" or shorter, and I was over 245 pounds, and I heard there was some guy out here saying he was the best in the world, and it was me, I'd be all over it. And like I said, I got a challenger. It's going to be a little bit before I can get to him. It's Ep.1, one of the greatest photographers, social media guys there is. And he does all the hunting stuff, photography, works with Drake, Light Boots, all those guys. So he's right in the middle of turkey season filming and all that. When he gets done, that match is on. And it might be the first one. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. So, but we'll see. It'll be fun to do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed Nighttime with Bozzy. Like I said, I'm keeping it real. I'm just going to say what I think. And I hope nobody if you get mad, then just unfollow. I'm not really worried about it. But I'm not going to say anything that I don't think I should say. But I'm going to give you some real talk. Real talk.